Hi, Val. I'm going to be doing a crystal reading and activation for you today on your birthday. So, I'm really excited to explore this crystal ball. It's absolutely beautiful. I love all the rainbow colors that it creates. It's really unique. I'm just looking at it right now. So pretty. All right, I'm going to relax, then I'm going to connect with your crystal ball. We'll see what it has to share, and then I'll do some energy work on it so that way it's really ready for you, okay? So, I'm just visualizing it right now, and I'm just connecting my consciousness with it. It's really fascinating. It's only an energy that I feel right now. I don't know how to describe the feeling of it. It feels like going down water that's just taking me somewhere. There's a floating sensation to it but I'm being pushed along a tide. There's also something with angel wings that are kind of coming down this way and then opening up like that. There's a lot of energy I feel in my heart associated with it all. I feel like I'm growing bigger. Growing bigger through love is the way it feels. I hear a sound like a gong sound. I feel the vibration and energy moving throughout my body, expanding me. It feels like love, but it also sounds like a gong, and it has a lot of energy vibration that flows through it. There's definitely an angel associated with this, but it's not showing me its face fully. I just keep seeing the wings that are sort of coming like this and then opening up like that. I've seen that image twice now. So I'm seeing literally, it is water that I'm looking at. It's got a very intense blue color. There's people in a canoe. They're actually canoeing off of a waterfall. They'll go, ah, as the canoe literally goes straight and then goes whoosh and then down. And they're just all like flailing and falling down. The thing is there's no fear or concern, and they're actually so weightless, they're just kind of giggling and laughing. Like, we can defy the rules of gravity here. They're eating sandwiches in the air while the waterfall is just crashing downward, and nobody was harmed. They're carefree. There's some chiming sounds that I hear. Each sound is associated with a color. I am seeing a finger touching a sort of a keyboard type key. Not like it's a piano, but it's more of a keyboard. And then it pushes the key down, makes a sound, and then I see a sort of an experience of a twinkling and then one solid color. But it could be different variations of light, like really intense pink and then going to lighter pink and then almost white, but still pink. And so that's what it's showing me right now. I'm seeing something twirling, sort of like an ornament on a string that's spinning like this very softly. I'm like a child. I'm gazing into it. I really like the way this figurine is. It sort of looks like a female wearing a dress that kind of comes out a little bit. It's like it's sort of delicate or made out of porcelain. It's just a small little figurine kind of on a string, and then it's hanging from something here. She's touching it. It too has a bell associated with it. So when it pushes it a little bit, the bell makes a noise on the inside. It's a really soft, innocent experience and experience of curiosity. They're showing me what is, well, it is associated with the third eye, but it's kind of warped. I'm literally going through the tunnel of the third eye here. It looks like a funny mirror, okay? And so you have a head, but I don't get to see the eyes, nose, or mouth because it's all warped and weird. I just see a massive black hollowed out space right here. And then it's kind of warped up at the top, so it's kind of warped in that way. And so I'm walking into this circular black tunnel. I'm actually walking into it. It looked like a young girl, like 4 years old. Got a panda, a stuffed animal. I'm looking up and I'm handing it to a parent. I'm walking through the tunnel. I'm watching this girl walk through the tunnel while I simultaneously am experiencing it. I am curious. I'm not afraid, although it is extremely dark in here. I see light at the end of the tunnel. There is a sensation as though my foot is going to hit a pothole and I'm not even going to know it because it's so dark I can't tell what I'm stepping on or where, there could be a massive hole and I just fall through the ground. But I'm just walking straight ahead. That's just something on my mind. It makes it feel kind of like a train tunnel. I can even hear the sound of trains on a track moving. I don't want the train to be moving. I want to walk in the center of the tunnel. And if a train is going through the center of the tunnel, then I can't walk in the center of the tunnel. I don't like the way it feels. The train feels pushy. It will run me over. It'll hurt me. I feel bewildered by this because I can't stop thinking about this train. I want to stop thinking about it. I want to feel that I am in the center of the eye. I am the center of the eye. And nothing else is preventing me from being in the center. The more I say this, I am in the center of the eye, the weaker the power of the train. So now the train becomes invisible to me, and I declare I am the center of the eye. I am the center of the eye. I am the center of the eye. The more I say this, I become more energetically powerful, inner strength, and I just feel the strength throughout my body. I am growing and expanding again. This is expansion through declaring who and what I am. Not just through love, right? But by saying I am the center of the eye. I am the eye. I am the all-seeing eye. Nothing else is. This is important. I am waiting. I'm exploring this crystal ball within the tunnel. I'm exploring it, being in the tunnel. It shows me it's sort of like a marble and getting smaller, and then it's going down a hole in the center. And so we have a tunnel, right? Goes right through here out to the other side, and in the center, right straight down, going down this way is a tiny little hole. And so this crystal ball, right, is now small, and now it's like a pretty little marble that's just going, and then it's going to go down the hole, right? So let's see. This crystal ball is full of light. This crystal ball manifests light. It already is creating light within the dark tunnel. So how can you be the eye of the all-seeing eye if everything is black? How will we ever know where you are in the eye? You see, so you have white, right? And then you have different color. So you can see where the center of the eye is. There's something to this. So this is manifesting light so you can see. There's a reason why it's going down here. So let's follow it down. It's stuck. It's stuck right back in there. Right between the eyes. It's stuck right in there. It's showcasing something. It's creating a reflective light that is going through the physical eyes here. So it's in the center, and it's like creating mirrors or something, and then putting light through the eyes out this way. And then light is now coming up the inside, sort of in here, creating light like that. I say, but I don't want you to be stuck down there. I want you to be up here. I want to be actively using my higher senses. I want to see with greater clarity. I don't want to just see through my human eyes. I already know how to see through my human eyes. I don't know. I want to see with greater clarity through my third eye. This is interesting. It's creating an illusion. So it's pulling out the perspective of the size of a face. So now we have an infinite reality. So your face could be as infinitely this far forward or infinitely sunken in. It's in an infinite space. So how big or how small is it? It's pulling out it's projecting out the face, and then as it projects this out, it looks like a tall tower, and then it's moving everything upward, so it's going up and down instead of vertically or horizontally. It's almost like an odd shelf, but it doesn't have. It's not like a drawer or whatever. It's contained. There's movement. As this pulls out, I feel like I'm moving very quickly forward, and then as it alters its direction, I see sort of lines on it, so it's sort of making this sensation of movement going upward, and so it's kind of interesting like that. It's almost like I'm flying up to the top of a really, really tall building that has windows, slots of windows, and they're perfectly spaced by some line. And so I'm just flying really fast up, but it's actually just moving really fast up. Now they're opening this like it's a dollhouse. But it's also a face. A face that is looking straight ahead like I am. It's funny because it always was looking straight ahead, wasn't it? It got pulled out so it looks like, something like, and then it got turned this way, but it was always a face. Something to that. It's like what I got a crystal ball too, so it's like is it this way or is it this way? It's always, whichever direction you twist a crystal ball, it's always the same shape. You know what I mean? It's always looking at you straight ahead. So now it's still looking at me straight ahead. That was kind of a really cool optical illusion. There's something important to that optical illusion. Perception, again, is what it's talking about. If only I could. Alright, so if only I could just paint and just create a media of exactly what I see, then you will understand the optical illusion. So I'm choosing patience. I'm choosing to acknowledge that where this crystal ball chooses to lie or rest is perfect, is in the perfect place because of the reality of optical illusions. It is showing me that when it is rested here, there are no compartments. There are no walls. It is projecting information out like this, and so it's projecting through here and through there. It's projecting even down here, so it's projecting sort of in all different directions. It's a sphere, right? But at first it's showing me like a movie projector coming out of my eyes, but then also sort of coming out, so going up this way and going down too. But then it shows me that it can twist and turn, and that light can go in all different directions inside your head, where our perception of thought lies, right? It's all energy. Our perceptions and understandings, where do they come from? They come from what we see. Do they come from our spiritual senses? Are they energetically inspired? Do they come from our brain? It all seems to come from here, our head, right? So that's what we understand of this. And it's sitting here at the helm, like right there, as a tiny little, like, beautiful marble. And there's nothing preventing its light from shining in all directions. It's showing me a magic trick. It says, you see me, tiny little marble, you see me, now you see me, voila, now I am a big full-sized crystal ball, here I am for you. It's actually taking it out, it's sort of It's a baby one. It's a little cute little marble baby one. And then it's sort of, the magician has a cloth, and then it says, you know, Vini Vini Vici or something. And then voila, it's a full-size crystal ball. But it's really beautiful how it's sharing itself because it's happy and it wants to show you the magic of its personality. It's a mystery unfolding. It's wanting to reveal mysteries to you. It wants you to see the extraordinariness of it. It's special. It's really charming personality, but it's really fast too in showing pictures. And really quickly showing, and not really, it's more, let me just close my eyes. I want to see what else it has to share. See. It's spinning really fast. This has to do with energy activation. It shows how do we spin a ball like this really fast? We've turned into like a top or something. So you put like a spinning piece here, and then you have something down here, and then we can spin it. So it's creating the optical illusion for a human being. How does a human being spin me? Okay, here, now you can spin me and go really fast. In a spirit realm, I don't need that. I just spin you, right? But it's helping. It's creating a helpful tool in order to accomplish the goal. I like that. It likes to spin really fast. It shows me it spins so fast you can't even tell that it's spinning. And as it spins so fast you can't even tell it's spinning, it's creating the image of a beautiful ballerina, and she's bent over really, and one leg is out really far, and she's bent over in this way. It's like, how is she able to stand on one toe with one leg out there and one, bent over like this? Crazy, but it's flexibility and it's insane balance. And so in this spin, this super spin, it's showing me like a picture, and it's moving so fast that the picture itself is standing still while also in sort of rifts of motion. Oh, hold on a second, gotta make sure we don't have any distracting noises. Okay. So I'm just watching this. As it spins, there is purity of energy going on into the center of the crystal ball, and then it's creating an explosion of energy coming out in all directions, up, down, side to side. It's really amazing the way it feels. Spinning things really fast is really a great way to purify things. This crystal ball is really asking for it. I'm like really impressed by how it feels right now. So I'm just enjoying the way it feels. Is really impressive. It's really intense. I can feel it in my heart. Really intense vibrating love energy. It's really intense. I don't know how to describe the way it feels. It's almost like eating a lemon slice and you're like, woo, that's too much for my taste buds. It's like the love energy is so intense. It's like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. But it's good. It feels really good. I'm still watching it. As it spins and it shares this powerful love explosion, it shows me how much it adores watching this beautiful, graceful movement in the ballerina. It's so slow. Her movements are insanely slow and insanely balanced. And an almost difficult manner to hold the body in those positions. Incredible strength, but yet so graceful that it doesn't look like it takes strength at all. Just so amazing. It shares that it has feelings. It shares that it feels too. It shows me a hand touching a heart. It says that it understands the heart. It feels what the heart feels. It shows me it being held in your hands like this. And then you have these invisible eyes here, right? And so now you connect your eyes and it sees what your needs are. It knows how your energy is. You look into it here with this triangle of wisdom, right? So you're not only using the eyes on your hands, you're using your eyes to look into it. And so there is a deep connection between the life of your crystal ball, which has a consciousness. It understands. And so you have your own energetic reflection, right? And this too has its own energetic reflection. So now you are in a powerful spiritual connection with it. And it is communicating with you as you are communicating with it. And it says that it's showing me through feelings and through a hand touching a chest here at the heart. And it shows me through what is a tenderness and an emotion that is really loving and generous and caring and patient and understanding. And it knows it gets you. That's the only way I could describe it. It gets you more than you could imagine. Maybe you don't exactly know how to translate its profound wisdom. It will teach you, right? You just hold it in your hands and allow yourself to feel a connection with it. I call this like my pet rock because it really does. It's with me all the time, and it's got like it has a consciousness, and so I can talk to it and that sort of thing, and it can talk back to me. You can develop relationships with your crystals in these ways. It's important because as you communicate, maybe it doesn't have a mouth with the vocal cords to speak back to you, but it speaks to your heart. And it speaks clarity of thought in your mind that maybe you think it comes from your mind. It comes from the oneness. It comes from an energy vibration that is helping you to see with greater clarity. So that's what it's showing me. It shows me that it really desires to be held in your hands. In your hands for your eyes, the eyes on the hands, the eyes here, for your eyes to see. Desires to be held in your hands, looked into for your eyes to see. But it's also able to see through your eyes too. So you become one with it. It's infinite. I'm asking it, what else does it desire? Energy-wise, how can I enhance it to create greater balance? Activate it. They're showing me there's a stream of literally blue flame or smoke. It's really thick. It doesn't flicker quite like flame. It's more like the smoke that comes off of flame. And it's just insanely thick, and it's in that shape though, like a flame. And it's blue. It's moving. It moves kind of like a snake, but it's a flame. It's really soft and patient. It is showing me just a portion of the crystal ball, and it almost looks cylindrical. So you have something around like this, you stretch it out, and now it looks like a cylindrical candle, right? That's what this looks like, a cylindrical candle made out of your crystal ball. Your crystal ball stretched out like this, and then you have literally a blue flame coming out. It is requesting, I'm actually doing an energy work on you. It is allowing you to inhale its wisdom through this flame as you're holding it in your hands like this, and you're looking into the flame and you're inhaling it and then experiencing its wisdom. It shares with me a dragon that also is of the same color. It's sort of rainbowy and iridescent like that. This dragon also can be very intensely green in color. I feel so relaxed and patient. I feel open to seeing whatever pictures come. I feel as though I'm in meditation. I feel as though I'm within the center of the crystal ball. I feel as though I am sitting in a meditative position with my eyes closed and then inhaling deeply and then just in a meditation. I feel extremely balanced. They're showing me that in this crystal ball, there's some sort of purple, white, and pink color. They're sort of blended. It's more white than anything, but it's got a pink and purple kind of hue to it. And then I'm experiencing it. I'm literally inside the crystal ball experiencing this. They say you are. We are having you inside the crystal ball so you can experience this. The crystal ball right here is here, but we also have this sort of candle version of it that's sort of right here. And then that flame piece. I feel like I'm going somewhere. I feel like I'm traveling somewhere inside of a protective bubble. It is taking me past a land where there's a lot of lava and sort of broken up rocks and stuff. There's nothing growing here. There's smokiness in the air. There's is another time. Literally, there's giant reptilian creatures, but they look like dragons. This one is pure black with red eyes, and it has flame that it inhales and exhales. It exhales flame. It's not disturbed or bothered. It seems quite natural to exhale flame. I feel so peaceful and relaxed. I'm venturing past this land. I'm literally in a bubble, and I feel like I'm moving in the air just like a bubble, and I'm moving upward into a realm where there's pure light all over. I see more of these wings. I see different kinds of wings, though, some with other colors, like bird wings, and the colors of like a hawk or a turkey, or I mean there's just different colored feathered wings, and they're making a pattern and a design that I'm in motion towards, but also it's just so soft and full of this pure light. I feel completely full of light right now. This is part of activation. I hear the word activate and activation. I feel again the energy in my heart is really getting intense, and I feel it glowing inside of me. This has to do with the crystal ball glowing inside your own heart, purifying the connection between you and the crystal ball so your communication can be in oneness. This isn't necessarily the crystal ball needing activated so much as allowing the energies to blend that you can have an even more special bond and connection with it. It's we're perfectly tuning it to you and you tuning to it. That's what this feels like. We are continuing to go up, 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 higher and higher. And it's just so soft, the glow. But it's changing some. It's starting to morph into something that's more blue. We're traveling upward, and we're more like a shooting star that's going very fast up. Instead of down, we're going very fast up. Like a rocket of pure light, and then we're going rocketing up through this blue. It looks like the same color blue that flame was. We feel like we know where we are going. We are wanting to go somewhere where we can rejoice. That's what this feels like. There's some laughter and excitement as we go up very, very fast. We're going up into some sort of darker reflection, like outer space. But I can't necessarily see stars or anything. It's just darker. I'm just watching. Something to do with a flower that is opening up. It shows that it has some sort of like black or gray, and then white, and then some blue, and some, I mean, the blue has more of a gray color to it, but it's more blue than gray. That's what the flower petals are like. They're sort of a collage of these colors. I'm smelling it. I'm enjoying the fragrance of it. I find the fragrance filling my heart, and I feel like I am delighting in it. I feel like I understand. I see a scene. It is entirely covered in clovers and just sort of very short, very small, very tiny sort of green types of clover type plants. Everywhere, all over, even the trees, all over everything. It just feels like it's just like a sort of like I don't know, a room in a forest. You walk into it, there's no ceiling, there's no walls, it's just trees covered in green, these like clover pieces, and then clovers all over the ground, and everything's blending together in clover. I feel rejuvenation in here. I feel really happy in here. I really like this. I feel freedom in here. I mean, it's not a room with doors. It's just trees that are just covered in the same clovers are growing on the ground. So it just looks, it's crazy in here. I love it. I feel like I'm spinning and looking up at the sky, and I'm spinning and laughing and then falling to the ground. I'm laying down, spreading my arms and legs out, and I'm laughing, and everything just feels so funny, and it's so perfect right now. I'm experiencing the ground turning into like a green swamp, and I'm sinking. There's a little bit of nervousness because I didn't want to get my clothes dirty. Again, I'm like a young girl. I'm wearing white sort of tights or pantyhose, and this dress is not, I mean, it goes to the knees. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a nicer dress. I'm just waiting for a moment. You sit up, you notice that you're only sinking down like a couple inches. It's just, you're like basically sitting in pure liquid green mud or something. And your hands are up to, you know, just past the wrists in it. And you're kind of, you don't feel necessarily unhappy though. You just didn't expect that. You're kind of getting up and you feel like you feel the stickiness of it all. You're just letting it go. This part of it just, it doesn't matter. You find your heart captivated by something sparkling in the sky. You show me that you can pick it out of the sky very easily with your hand. It's invisible right now, but it's like a really special marble. Clear marble. It can blend into the color of whatever is behind it. So it could be the night sky, or it could be green, or it could be brown, or it could be whatever. It could be the color of your hand. So it's kind of invisible in that way, but you can tell it's not invisible, you know? But it's perfect, camouflages perfectly. You're just absolutely mesmerized by it. You're holding it in your hand right next to the eye on your hand. You put it in both of your hands like this, you look into it, and another optical illusion is made. You're creating a ball, a full-size crystal ball sticking to this hand and sticking to this hand, and there's two different reflections of you, broken apart, and yet stuck together. It's like a silly mirror. And everything is going, I mean, I don't know, it's like a weird kaleidoscope image right now. And you're now blending in with the colors of everything around you. You're now becoming one with all the different colors. Your consciousness is changing. It's not a human being who cares whether or not they got their clothes dirty. It's a consciousness that understands creation and understands the universe, and understands something that is far beyond a human experience. It delights in the moment. It doesn't care whether or not clothes are dirty. The consciousness isn't about clothing or things being dirty or clean. It's about blending in with all, it being in oneness with all, blending in with all. It's what it's doing, what you are doing now. You're even able to showcase that you could be a silly mirror with many different reflections in a kaleidoscope of color. Not just a human being, but now blended into the reflection of all things. It's really beautiful. I mean, I feel really incredible. That is a really super gift. That is a really super gift. I'm just sort of like trying to disconnect or come down from all of that, but I feel like I am on another planet. They're helping me to pull back and away from it and allow me to just complete the work by putting this activated crystal in your activated hands. This is yours. This is yours. All right, Val, I'm wishing you a wonderful birthday. Thank you so much. Your crystal ball is super. I can't wait to find out what you think. So thank you so much. And thank you to Mel, your friend, for getting this reading for you and getting that present for you. That's so awesome. I just feel awesome all around. The whole thing is so cool to me. I'm kind of in La La Land right now. So thank you. For those of you in the audience, if you're interested in having me take a look at your crystal and doing a journey on it and activating its energy for you, please visit my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.